Yeah! Woo! Hit that double by. There we go. There we go. Woo! Big guns, Andy. Yes, sir.
Meet Andrew Bostinto. At 100 years old, he looks like he's barely hit 60. While most centenarians are celebrating their ability to get out of bed, this World War II veteran is still hitting the gym 6 days a week, still competing in bodybuilding competitions, and still winning championships. In May 2025, just 4 months after turning 100, Bostinto stepped onto the stage at the National Gym Association's physique contest and walked away with a championship belt. This wasn't a participation trophy or a feel-good story. This was legitimate competition against younger athletes, and he dominated. People ask me when I am going to stop. Bostinto told Muscle and Fitness, I tell them I'll stop when I stop breathing. But Andrew's story isn't just about defying age. It's about redefining what's possible when you refuse to accept limitations. This is a man who has been training for 87 years, survived a world war, built a fitness empire, and at 100, still looks better than most people at 60. The 87-year training journey Andrew Bostinto didn't start bodybuilding in his retirement. He began at age 12 in 1938, making him quite possibly the longest training athlete in history. By 17, he was modeling for fitness magazines. At 52, he won Senior Mr. America in 1977. And at 100, he's still setting records. I started much younger than 13. I was working out in the park already, he recalls. I became good at it. I became a gymnast and hand balancer. This isn't just longevity. It's consistency at a level that defies human understanding. While most people struggle to maintain a workout routine for a few months, Bostinto has been showing up for nearly 9 decades. The Godfather's legacy, Bostinto, isn't just an athlete. He's a pioneer. Known as the Godfather of natural bodybuilding, he founded the National Gym Association in 1979, creating the oldest and most respected natural bodybuilding organization in the world. His philosophy has always been simple. No drugs, no shortcuts, just pure dedication and hard work. For over 40 years, his organization has promoted drug-free competition, proving that extraordinary physiques can be built naturally. The war hero's discipline before he was breaking bodybuilding records, Bostinto was serving his country. As a World War II veteran in the 101st Regiment, 26th Infantry, he earned the Bronze Star for his service. This military background instilled a discipline that would serve him for the rest of his life. Of all my achievements, I am most proud of my 29 years of service in the U.S., he states. This perspective, putting service above personal glory, has shaped his approach to everything, including fitness. The simple nutrition strategy. At 100, Bostinto's diet isn't complicated or filled with exotic superfoods. His approach is refreshingly straightforward. Protein-heavy meals that fuel his training and support recovery. His daily nutrition includes scrambled eggs for high-quality protein, yogurt for probiotics and additional protein, spaghetti and meatballs for carbs and protein combination, pasta with green peas, his wife Francine's favorite dish that he cooks. He doesn't follow a special diet, but he has a good metabolism and eats mostly anything, explains his wife Francine. The key isn't restriction, it's consistency and avoiding the substances that undermine health. What he never touches: no alcohol, ever, no cigarettes, maintains lung capacity, no performance-enhancing drugs, stays true to natural bodybuilding. This clean living approach, maintained for decades, has allowed his body to age at a dramatically slower rate than his chronological age. The mindset that defies time. I don't think of myself as old, and that's what keeps me going, Bostinto explains. People who say they're old, to say that, you give up on life. It's like you give up on yourself, and you start to decline. This mental approach isn't just positive thinking. It's a fundamental rejection of age-based limitations. While most people begin accepting decline in their 40s and 50s, Bostinto has never acknowledged that aging means stopping. But for me, who I am today is the same as when I was younger, he continues. This consistency of identity has allowed him to maintain consistency of action. The genetics factor, Bostinto acknowledges that genetics play a role in his longevity. His mother lived to 99, and he has smooth skin with no wrinkles, even at 100. When he wears his military medals, people mistake him for a Vietnam veteran, not a World War II veteran. But genetics without action means nothing. Bostinto's genetic gifts have been maximized through nearly 9 decades of disciplined training and clean living. And if you're ready to start your own journey toward ageless fitness, you need more than inspiration. You need a proven system. The love that fuels longevity. As long as I love what I am doing, I should keep doing it, Bostinto says simply. This isn't about obligation or discipline alone. It's about genuine passion that has sustained him for nearly a century. At 100, Andrew Bostinto proves that age truly is just a number when you refuse to act your age. Physically, I'm in good shape, Bostinto states, with the confidence of someone who has earned the right to make such claims. I'm here doing push-ups against the counter, but when I go to the gym, I do 6 to 7 basic exercises. At 100, his workout routine would challenge men a quarter of his age. But what makes his approach truly remarkable isn't the intensity. It's the adaptation and wisdom that comes from nearly 9 decades of experience. The current training protocol, Bostinto trains 5 to 6 days per week, maintaining a consistency that most people can't sustain for 5 to 6 months. His routine includes core movements, dips and chin-ups, building upper body strength that most 30-year-olds can't match knee-ups, maintaining core strength and hip flexibility. Abdominal work. I can do ab work, he states confidently, counter push-ups, adapting classic exercises to current capabilities. I can do anything, any place, anywhere, he declares. This versatility comes from decades of understanding how to work with his body, rather than against it. This adaptation mastery. What separates Bostinto from others isn't that he's avoided challenges. It's how he's adapted to them. His body bears the marks of a century of living. Health challenges, overcome. Stroke recovery, modified his training, but never stopped. Military-related leg injury, compensated with alternative movements. Pacemaker, manages heart rhythm while maintaining training intensity. Titanium knee, continues squatting and leg work with modifications. Balance issues, adapts exercises for safety while maintaining effectiveness. I find ways to compensate when I am training. For example, I lift my legs when I do sit-ups to keep my abs tight, he explains, and even though my right arm is not as good as my left, I still do reps until I feel it on the right side. The evolution of strength. Bostinto's training has evolved dramatically over the decades. In his prime, he was squatting 735 pounds at a body weight of just 159 pounds, a feat that would impress professional powerlifters today. Now, at 100, he focuses on different goals. Now, he focuses more on maintaining form and muscle mass rather than lifting heavier weights. This shift from maximum strength to optimal health represents true wisdom in training. The visualization technique. Visualize what you want, then put your mind into it as much as you do your muscles, Bostinto advises. This mental approach, refined over 87 years of training, allows him to maximize every movement. His mind-muscle connection, developed through decades of focused training, enables him to get more from each exercise than someone half his age who's just going through the motions. The scientific support. Recent research validates what Bostinto has known intuitively. Any form of weightlifting to maintain muscle reduces the risk of illness, improves physical fitness, slashes inflammation, and boosts blood flow to the brain, which can all aid life expectancy and help to prevent dementia. At 100, Bostinto's brain remains sharp, his body functional, and his spirit unbroken, living proof that resistance training is medicine for both body and mind. The Partnership Advantage Training. Alongside his wife Francine, who serves as president of the National Gym Association, provides accountability and motivation. She helps to challenge him and keep him strong, creating a support system that enables consistency. This partnership extends beyond training to life philosophy. As Francine jokes, I take full credit for his longevity. This is what happens when you marry a much younger woman. Their 44-year marriage provides the emotional foundation that supports his physical achievements. The competitive spirit at 100 Bostinto's recent championship at the NGA Physique contest wasn't just participation, it was domination. Competing in the men's physique division, he proved that technique, conditioning, and presence can triumph over youth. This May, just 4 months after his 100th birthday, Bostinto won top honors and a championship belt, demonstrating that competitive fire doesn't diminish with age when properly channeled. The teaching legacy. As founder of the National Gym Association, Bostinto has spent decades teaching others. His approach to training emphasizes fundamental principles, consistency over intensity, showing up matters more than perfect workouts, adaptation over abandonment, modify exercises rather than quit, natural methods only, no shortcuts or artificial enhancement, long-term thinking, building habits that sustain for decades, the daily routine, philosophy. Bostinto's approach to daily life supports his training success. He enjoys simple pleasures, watching TV, grocery shopping, and cooking meals like eggs, pasta, and burgers. This balance between training intensity and life enjoyment creates sustainability. He's a good talker, likes to watch TV, go grocery shopping, and likes to cook, describes Francine. This normalcy, combined with extraordinary dedication, creates a blueprint for aging successfully. The mindset revolution. I never thought about getting old. This is what I do today. I'll do this tomorrow, Bostinto explains. This present moment focus eliminates the mental barriers that stop most people from attempting challenging goals. His advice extends beyond fitness. Know what you want to accomplish. Commit yourself to it. This simple philosophy has guided him through war, business success, and now legendary athletic achievement. The legacy lesson. At 100, Andrew Bostinto represents what's possible when passion meets discipline over time. His achievements aren't the result of exceptional genetics alone. They're the compound interest of daily choices made consistently for nearly a century. I'll stop when I stop breathing, he says. And given his current trajectory, that moment seems very far away. Bostinto proves that the question isn't whether you can stay strong and vital into your hundreds. It's whether you're willing to make the daily choices that make such longevity possible. His life demonstrates that age is not the enemy. Giving up is. Thanks for watching.